Hey guys, Dennis in for AskMen. So everyone's fascinated right now with what seems to be Justin Bieber's ongoing public meltdown. We're not here to judge. You guys will take care of that. Instead, today we're going to be looking at 5 celebrities who've overcome their public meltdowns to survive and thrive in their careers, and 5 celebrities who, well, didn't. Our first celebrity who overcame a public meltdown is Christian Bale. Now that he's been forever immortalized as the Dark Knight, it's easy to forget that back during the shooting of Terminator Salvation, the Welsh actor went on a prolonged and terrifying rant against that film's director of photography after he walked past Bale during a take. Bale quickly apologized, and the focus shifted immediately back to his performance as Batman. Next, once known as Hollywood's wild child, Robert Downey Jr. seemed all washed up in 1996 after facing multiple drug charges and breaking into some dude's house while high and passing out in one of his beds. Following some jail time and a year of rehab, Robert Downey Jr. slowly began to build up his acting career again with successful stints on Ally McBeal, The Wonder Boys, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, before finally putting his past to rest for good with his portrayal of Marvel's Iron Man character. Highly publicized marital breakdowns can definitely take their toll on a celebrity, especially when you consider that few life events are as stressful as a divorce. After being caught cheating and unceremoniously dumped by supermodel Ellen Nordgren, many wondered if Tiger Woods' career would ever recover. Well, following a tearful apology, Woods went back to doing the things he does best: playing golf and making money. With 3 major wins so far in 2013, over $4 million in earnings, and new girlfriend Lindsey Vonn, it looks like Tiger overcame his meltdown. By now we're all familiar with and sick of the term jumping the shark. But no one did it better than Tom Cruise did back in 2004 and 2005 when he was simultaneously campaigning against psychiatry on behalf of Scientology and couch hopping on Oprah to declare his love for Katie Holmes. Many were quick to speculate that those bizarre antics would derail Cruise's superstardom. Turns out the man is scandal-proof. The most recent Mission Impossible was by far the best and most successful of the franchise, and fans can look forward to seeing Cruise in this summer's Oblivion and next year's All You Need Is Kill. And finally, our last celebrity proves that sometimes no matter how obnoxious or violent or ill-tempered you are, your career can still thrive. And that person is Chris Brown. His list of meltdowns seems to go on forever, from throwing a smackdown on Rihanna, to throwing a smackdown at TV studios, to throwing a smackdown at other recording artists, to throwing a smackdown at people trying to take his picture. Well, time and time again, Brown has proved that for some reason his fans are impervious to being shocked by bad behavior. Now for the celebrities who didn't fare so well in the court of public opinion. You guys remember Michael Richards? Here's a guy who threw away 8 years of goodwill built up while playing everyone's favorite next-door neighbor Kramer on Seinfeld. Well, all that love was squandered after a stand-up show went out of control with Richards spewing threats and racial slurs at the crowd. Even though Jerry Seinfeld came to his defense publicly, the damage was done, and we've barely heard from Richards since. David Hasselhoff, who enjoyed enormous success while appearing on Knight Rider and then Baywatch, slowly descended into alcoholism that went very public in 2007 after a video his daughter recorded of him struggling to eat a cheeseburger while completely faced hit the internet. Following that, the Hoff never fully recovered his image. An A&E reality series about him and his daughter called The Hasselhoffs was canceled after just 2 episodes. Our next celebrity peeled back his action movie persona to reveal a violent, demented bigot. Of course, we're talking about Mel Gibson, who after being busted ranting against the Jews for causing all wars, went the full mile into the land of the unforgiven after several phone recordings leaked onto the internet, which featured Gibson making insanely violent and misogynistic threats to his then-wife, Oksana Grigorieva. Since then, his once incredibly prolific career has grinded to a halt. Sometimes when the tables turn, they really turn. No one knows that better than Lance Armstrong, who finally got his after more than a decade of competing in major cycling events under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs. What sank Armstrong wasn't the drug use, but rather his defiant denial of drug accusations and a win-at-all-costs attitude that saw him sabotage the careers of many people around him. Armstrong's emotional confession to Oprah felt more like a last hurrah than a new beginning. And rounding out our list is Charlie Sheen. The sheer length and audacity of Sheen's meltdown made it seem like he might actually come out the other side with a whole new persona. The tiger blood drinking, porn star banging, freewheeling heathen that every guy secretly longs to be. Well, once the hype inevitably died down, Sheen probably realized that he couldn't coast too far on his winning catchphrase, and his new sitcom, Anger Management, is nowhere near as successful as 2.5 Men was. So that's it, guys. Now you've seen 5 celebrities who overcame their public meltdowns and 5 who just couldn't. Let us know which side you think Justin Bieber's gonna fall on, and be sure to check back to AskMen later in this week for our female celebrity meltdown videos.